So, 5G is still rolling out all over the world, but you know how it is. The race for the next big thing is already on. And that next big thing is 6G. But what is it really? Is it just a bigger number, faster speeds? What's the official vision? Well, that's exactly what we're here to decode today. This one sentence from the very first global study on 6G, it really says it all, doesn't it? The goal isn't just about faster downloads. No, the ambition here is to create a network that can deliver experiences we can see, hear, and maybe even feel. We're talking truly immersive and multi-sensory. And look, to cut through all the noise and the speculation out there, we're going straight to the source. Everything we're going to cover today comes directly from the 3GPP's Technical Report 22.870. This is the first official global study on 6G services. So this isn't hype, this is the actual blueprint. All right, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll decode that 6G blueprint. Then, we'll see how it builds on the 5G foundation we already have. After that, we dive into the real game changers, native AI and network sensing. Then we'll look at the incredible use cases they unlock, and we'll finish up with a nice, clear roadmap for the future. Ready? Let's go. First up, let's get into the big picture, decoding the blueprint for 6G. Now, it's so important to understand that 6G isn't just starting from scratch. It's all about building on the solid foundation that 5G has laid for us. Think of it as an evolution, not necessarily a complete revolution. And you can see this evolution so clearly when you look at a core 5G pillar like network slicing. 6G doesn't get rid of it, it just makes it way better. The idea is to make creating, changing, and deleting a network slice far more efficient and dynamic. Basically, all the powerful tools we built for 5G are about to get a whole lot sharper and faster. And don't worry, the absolute bedrock of mobile communication isn't going anywhere. The 6G system will, of course, support all the essential services we count on every day, from mission-critical push-to-talk and data to good old SMS, public warnings, and roaming. It's all being designed for backward compatibility and total stability. Okay, so we know what's staying and what's improving, but now let's talk about the truly revolutionary part. What makes 6G a generational leap? Well, it all comes down to two brand new, native capabilities: artificial intelligence and wireless sensing. Let's start with AI. For years, our networks have been like a simple data pipe, right? Just a conduit for AI applications running somewhere else. 6G completely flips that script. The network itself is becoming an intelligent platform. It won't just connect AI, it will natively support and provide AI services using its own built-in functions. Now, this brings up a huge question for our entire industry. Does the role of a telecom operator shift from being just a connectivity provider to becoming an intelligence provider? I mean, the 6G blueprint certainly seems to be pointing in that direction. Let's make this real with an example. Imagine something like smart call assistants. You'd have an AI agent living inside the 6G network, constantly analyzing call quality data in real time. It could understand what you're trying to do, see the network conditions, and then proactively adjust things to prevent a dropped call or just boost the quality. That's AI as a native network service. Pretty cool, right? Okay, the second game changer is integrated sensing. Now, think of this like the network suddenly gaining a new sense, almost like a bat's echolocation. It will use its own radio signals not just for communication, but to actually gather detailed information about the physical world around it: the size, the speed, the location of objects, whether they have a SIM card in them or not. So if the network can suddenly see the world around it using radio waves, what does that actually mean? What can it perceive? Well, get this. Consider this incredible example from the report: structural health monitoring. A 6G network could monitor a bridge or a building's physical integrity with an accuracy of just 10 centimeters. Think about that. This level of hyper-precise sensing could absolutely revolutionize public safety and how we maintain our infrastructure, all powered by the same network we use to make calls. So we have these incredibly powerful new pillars of native AI and integrated sensing. Now the fun part. What can we actually build with them? Let's explore the revolutionary use cases that could define the 2030s. First up, truly immersive communication. And we're not just talking about a better video call. We are talking about holographic collaboration, where you feel like you are physically in the same room as people who are thousands of kilometers away. This is going to require a network that can deliver not just video and audio, but a complete, multisensory, three-dimensional experience. But to make that holographic illusion feel real, my goodness, the performance requirements are just staggering. The maximum mouth-to-ear delay has to be under 100 milliseconds. Any longer than that, and our brain starts to notice the lag. You combine that with massive throughput and near-perfect availability, and you start to see the incredible power 6G will need to deliver. Next up, let's talk about the rise of physical AI. This is where the network enables advanced robotics and autonomous systems to operate in our world. Think of service robots in our homes, in hospitals, or public spaces, where their brain, all that heavy-duty AI processing, is actually running in the network, not on the robot itself. Now, for a service robot to interact naturally with a person, the network basically has to act like its nervous system. It needs huge uplink capacity for the robot's cameras, sure, but look at that latency. A joint end-to-end latency of just 20 to 60 milliseconds, and that includes the entire round trip plus the AI processing time in the cloud. That is an incredibly demanding task, and it really defines the need for 6G. Whew, we've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From the foundational principles all the way to futuristic applications. So let's bring it all together into a simple, clear roadmap that you can take away from this explainer. The 6G roadmap really boils down to 3 key actions. First, it will carry forward all the essential services we rely on today. Second, it's going to enhance the foundational technologies from 5G, like network slicing, and make them much more powerful. And third, and this is the exciting part, it will invent entirely new native capabilities like AI as a service and integrated sensing, which will fundamentally change what a network can even do. So the 3GPP has given us the blueprint. The vision is crystal clear. The challenge now for all of us, the engineers, the developers, the strategists, is no longer about what 6G could be. The real question for us is how we are going to collectively build this incredible network of the future, one that can truly sense, think, and act. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer.